Two people charged with trespassing in Veronico after police were called to the old Strathmore Mill, which they say is heavily posted. Sunday afternoon, Russell Montgomery police, along with state police, responded to the scene and discovered a man and woman inside the building. 74-year-old Thomas Menard and 62-year-old Deborah Fisk of Connecticut were detained and arraigned in court yesterday for a criminal trespass charge.